All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the June 3rd committee meetings. My apologies for starting a little late. We had an executive informational session prior to this meeting that went slightly overboard, so my apologies. We'll jump right into it with Commissioner Dwight Pedro Lewis for Public Works, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. I call the Public Works Committee meeting for Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026 to order at 7:42 p.m. Item 1 is receipt of monthly reports and citizen committee meeting minutes. 1A, I move that we accept the May 2026 Highway Department report. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
All those in favor of approval say aye.
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 Thank you. 1B, I move that we accept the April 2026 Refuse and Recycling Department report. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
All those in favor say aye.
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 1C, I move to accept the May 2026 Parks Maintenance Department report. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
All those in favor of accepting the May 2026 Parks Maintenance Department report say aye.
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 1D, I move to accept the May 2026 Street and Traffic Light Superintendent report. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
1E, I move to accept the May 2026 Fleet Superintendent report. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
1F, I move to accept the May 2026 Stormwater Coordinator report. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
1G, I move to accept the Shade Tree Advisory Commission report from May 14, 2026. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
Moving right along. All those in favor of accepting the Shade Tree Advisory Commission report from May 14th, 2026 say aye.
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 1H, I move to accept the Environmental Advisory Council report from May 18th, 2026. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye. 1I, I move to accept the Active Transportation Committee report from May 4th, 2026. Was this the first actual committee meeting? No? Okay. All right. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. President?
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. There's no old business listed. Does anyone have any old business? Any old business? Seeing none, we'll move to new business. 3A, I move to consider PennDOT's request for a 3-day closure of Church Road and associated detour route from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. to install the stage 3 pipe crossing from inlet 1181A to inlet 1181B. I have a couple questions real quick. So what area is affected here? Is that the 1181A and 1181B? But in terms of streets?
Yeah, I can talk on that. I'm Andrew Shields with Alan Myers.
Okay, thank you.
So this pipe crossing is in between Rice's Mill Road and Greenwood Avenue. So in order to install that pipe the most effective way and disturb the least amount of traffic, we're looking to install this detour. But PennDOT, since it's a township road, we would need your guys' approval. We would basically be detouring any traffic coming southbound on Rice's Mill Road up to Greenwood Avenue and around our closure there between Rice's Mill and Greenwood on Church. And then any traffic traveling northbound would go up to Glenside Avenue and then around to Washington Lane to get around our job closures there.
How does this further complicate our traffic woes in that area?
It should actually reduce the impact during this pipe installation, because if not, we're going to be doing 15-minute stoppages at the light at Rice's Mill Road, and traffic would be really sitting up there, backing up for anybody that doesn't have any knowledge of where to go during that time. So I think the detour would really help.
I have one last question before I turn it over to my colleagues. When are you looking to do this?
June 15th. The week of June 15th.
Okay. All right. I don't know in what order, but how about Commissioner Chiricos, Stein, Arman, in that order, please?
Thank you so much. My first question is, or my first comment is shock that you're coming to us less than 2 weeks before this potential closure, outrageously. And I'd love for you to put your camera on too, by the way. If you're presenting to the Board of Commissioners, I would appreciate to be able to see who I'm talking to, Andrew.
Yeah, I apologize. My camera on my work computer here doesn't work.
Okay. So that's my first thing is I think it's disrespectful to the board, to the township as a whole to come with what, 13 days or 12 days before you're going to do that. That's just not enough time. So I'm inclined to say no. We've also had, and this is not your purview, but it is PennDOT's. We've also had a lack of cooperation from PennDOT on a number of things, including paving roads that are craters right now. And so I'm inclined to say, listen, when PennDOT is ready to start talking about maintaining our roads properly, we can talk about allowing them to shut down a road for 3 days. But right now I'm inclined not to do that.
I will say, so we originally put in this request for this detour of probably a month and a half ago into PennDOT once we knew our schedule for this pipe installation, and they came back to us last week saying we need your guys' approval to do it. So that's the reason why we're coming to you this late before installing the pipe.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Stein.
Hi, I just also want to express some real frustration, especially with the lack of a map of this detour, especially if I'm now hearing that it's not a last minute request. It's something you've known about for 6 weeks. I
have a map here I can show.
That would be great. And if that wasn't provided to the township ahead of time to be included with the agenda, can that be done, please, in the future for all requests like this so that residents can see in advance what this type of request is?
Yes.
Be really helpful.
I included that attachment in my email. I'm sorry you guys didn't see it.
Who was that email sent to?
Joe Stucker is who I was in contact with. Do you see my screen here?
We do.
Yes.
So basically the traffic coming down Church Road would have the option to go either left or right. And traffic coming up Rice's Mill would come up here to Glenside Avenue, around our job site to Washington Lane, to the intersection here of Washington Lane and Church Road. And then traffic coming down Rice's Mill Road would just make a left onto Greenwood to come around our detour. We'd be closing it in this section here.
I'm sorry, can you zoom in a little more?
Yeah. What
I'm
section
trying to
is that?
understand how you're getting to Washington Lane.
Okay. If you follow Rice's Mill up here to Glenside Avenue, which is their state road, I was trying to avoid going on any additional township roads other than Rice's Mill, which people would already be traveling on.
I'm pretty sure Glenside Avenue is a township road, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. Down where you're turning onto Washington Lane from Glenside Avenue. Down further a little bit. Yeah, so that's a bridge going over Glenside Avenue. You can't turn there.
It's an overpass.
Yeah.
Okay.
73 there is an overpass. Pretty sure that detour is not going to work.
Unless you have a car lift. I mean, that would be
Right.
I know the people who live at that corner that if you go through their yard, you may be able to get there.
Charge you a toll.
Yeah, I mean,
So that's a major challenge. Okay. Let's move on. Mr. President?
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Shields, sorry, I'm embarrassed for you. Typically we get a detour map well in advance. It goes to our staff, they look at it, they give feedback. Clearly that process would have helped in this situation.
Yeah.
So what I would suggest is perhaps you go back to the drawing board, think about what it is that you're looking to do, and provide our staff, not just PennDOT, perhaps you and PennDOT work together to provide our staff some advance notice so that they could give feedback, and then maybe delay your proposed road closure. I mean, look, in the scheme of things, if you have to, sometimes, we have to deal with road closures, but it clearly the planning was not sufficiently done here. And our residents and the people who travel through our township require some significant advance notice, advance signage, warning, and these things clearly did not happen here. So I'd respectfully ask you to go back to the drawing board and come back to us, in a month and give us, 3-4 weeks notice. And we'd be happy to revisit this at that time.
Mr. Shields, I would also suggest that when you do come back, that we ask for nighttime work as well. I think that we should have some nighttime work to avoid as much headache as possible. I know some residents may not be thrilled with that, but I think the long-term benefits of having nighttime work would just to alleviate the stress of what the community has already been dealing with the lane closures, I think would be helpful.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? So how would you like to move forward, Mr. President? We put this on hold?
I assume Mr. Shields agrees that this that we shouldn't have to consider this evening.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Acceptable.
All right.
We'll see you. We'll see you. I'm sure we'll see you again in the future.
All right. So for the record, we will not consider 3A due to lack of information and notice. Mr. President, you want to vote on that?
I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to vote on it.
Okay.
It's as far as I'm concerned, it's been withdrawn at this point.
Okay. 3B, consider recommending the Board of Commissioners award a contract to T. Schaefer Contractors in the amount of $313,947.95 for the Tookany Creek Parkway Road Diet Project. Who wants to talk about that?
I'll take that one, Commissioner. This is, it's Tookany Creek Parkway Road Diet project that we've been talking about for several years now. What this really is a paving project. Restriping the road in a better design to promote safety. There's other features that will be added, such as guide rail, new signs, but by and large, this is the township's 2026 paving program. Tookany Creek Parkway is a huge road. This would take it from Cheltenham Avenue. It's also the road that, in my opinion, probably needs the most work in this township. This would take it from Cheltenham Avenue to just about where the Melrose development is going to begin. That way, that entire part of the road, the upper part of the road, would be ready to go. And my understanding is that the Melrose developer would pick up the remainder of the road die to Ashmead during the course of their work. So this gets the ball rolling on everything, and seeking your approval to have this bid awarded.
And we're paying for this?
This is our paving project. This is going to be financed with liquid fuels funds.
Okay.
So we received 3 bids, very competitive. There's less than 11,000 in between the 3 contractors, and T. Schaefer, based on our engineer's recommendation, is qualified to perform the work. So we are looking to have approval for them to get this award.
Okay. Commissioner Brockington and then Mr. President.
Yes, hey, Bo, any plans for this, to put any speed cushions down along this area?
There is not. This would narrow some of the lanes. It would, there would be shoulders, there would be guide rail, like I said, additional signage, but Tookany Creek Parkway, because of the speed limit and just the landscape of the road, it's not really well set up for speed cushions. So this was actually alternative of speed cushions.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Mr. President?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Coyle, sorry, 2 questions along the same lines. As we narrow the lanes, which presumably will slow traffic down and that sort of thing, the shoulders, I guess, are expanded. Do we have plans to allow for either pedestrian, bike, or other travel along those shoulders? Is that part of this project?
No, there's not. We visited this site last year, I believe it was. There's going to be a whole trail network set up with the Melrose development, and we have a little hidden gem in the woods back there that nobody really knows about. That'll connect all of that together down to what trail is that? The Crescent. I forget which trail it is, but the trail that comes off of Cheltenham Ave and Tookany Creek Parkway.
Okay.
So
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, this would it eliminates the center lane, the turning lane to nowhere, which has just become a racetrack passing lane over the last 15, 20 years. So,
okay. Next question, and so if this is our paving program for, you said 2026, correct?
Yes.
Does that mean that other areas of the township where we were planning to do paving are going to get pushed back to 2027? I recall there was one point where we may have seen some plans for 2026. Is the idea that those plans would get pushed back to 2027, or are we going to continue to do other paving throughout the township in 26?
No, in 2026, this would be the only road that is fully reconstructed and paved. We had planned on that the entire time, so we don't have another paving project ready to go. Everything else will be 2027 and beyond.
Okay, thank you very much.
Commissioner Norris.
Thank you, Commissioner Lewis. With the construction at Melrose and the, what I'm guessing, quite a bit of contractor trucks that will be on that road, should that impact the timing of this work, or have you already considered that?
We have considered that. Tookany Creek Parkway, with the work that will be going on at Melrose, is that upper end is going to fall apart. We're going to have to shut the road down if we don't perform this work in advance of that. So that road is, anybody that's driven on it knows that it's in poor condition, and this is very well needed. We didn't want to take this. Originally, it was going to be from Ashmead Road all the way to Cheltenham Ave. But with the whole Melrose development, we decided to leave out that entire section, put that on a developer, and just take care of the upper end of it.
Great.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? How about our residents? Any questions, comments on this? Okay. Seeing none, I move that the Board of Commissioners award a contract to T. Schaefer Contractors in the amount of $313,947.95 for the Tookany Creek Parkway Road Diet Project. Mr. President?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
3C. Consider recommending the Board of Commissioners adopt a resolution authorizing the submission of a grant application to the Greenways, Trails, and Recreation Program for the Coventry Park Pedestrian Connection at the intersection of New Second Street and Coventry Road in the amount of $220,209.50. Who wants to talk about that? Allison? You're muted. You're still muted.
Sorry
Okay,
about that. I didn't realize I was muted. I honestly don't know much about it, Bo. I know Joe Stuckert was working on this project. Do you have any support information on it?
Yes, this is, I don't know if Joe's on here tonight. I know he had some plans, but he was going to try and jump on. This is a connection. We're looking to redo the intersection of New Second Street and Coventry, one of the signalized intersection projects. In order to do that, I believe my understanding was that PennDOT said we needed to have a connection to the trail within the park. If you've been to that park, you know the trail is dead ends, and then you have to walk out into Coventry Avenue and then into New Second Street. So this would connect the corners down there, so to speak.
any questions or comments? Anyone? Board, no questions, comments? Residents? Any questions or comments? Okay, seeing none. I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt a resolution authorizing the submission of a grant application in the Greenways, Trails, and Recreation Program for the Coventry Park Pedestrian Connection at the intersection of New Second Street and Coventry Road in the amount of $220,209.50. Mr. President?
All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. 4 announcements. What's listed for A, ribbon cutting ceremony for the new traffic garden at Thomas Williams Park, June 7th, 2026 at 4:00 p.m. Is that a Sunday, June 7th?
Yes, Commissioner, that's this Sunday.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is a project that was sponsored for and paid by the county to create a traffic guarding in an underused space in the township, and we chose the open kind of flat space there at Thomas Williams. Much credit goes to Julia Detweiler, who carried the water on this project from beginning to end. I get the fun part of planning the ribbon cutting and having the kids come out and ride their bikes on it. So thanks to Julia. Bo's team was amazing. My team, everybody was out there painting, doing their thing. The commissioner and their friends group as well. This will roll right into the first concert at Thomas Williams right after at 5:00. So it should be a great community day. The county will be giving out bike helmets to kids, and then YJR Outdoors will be doing learn to ride lessons and have a pop-up bike park on the field for kids who already know how to ride. So it should be a really fun community day. We'll have a Mexican food truck and Shots of Love doing water ice, and the Ways will be out with the beer garden. So it should be a lot of fun. And Thomas Williams is getting a lot of love lately with Arbor Day, with this project. They just got a new fence today, so things are going well over there. And I think the commissioner wants to say something about it.
I just wanted to extend my sincere thanks to Public Works, the Planning Department, and Julia for bringing this idea forward, and to Bill and his team for their work to help paint, but also for planning for Sunday. So can't wait to see everybody out there. I was over at the park when it was in progress, but then again last night, and it really looks great. So thanks, everybody.
Yes. Commissioner Walls, and then we'll give Julia an opportunity to say something if she chooses.
I just wanted to
Well,
give
there you
a,
go.
I wanted to give a shout out to Commissioner Stein as well, who was in her paint gear on Friday, covered in paint, actively painting this blacktop. I was super impressed. She rivaled Irv and Matt and joined us on Sunday as well to flip burgers at Arts in the Park. Just super impressed at Commissioner Stein's level of commitment.
Good stuff. I have one question though, based on what you just said. You said she was covered with paint. So how much painting did she do if she was covered?
Pants might have already been. She might have thrown a little on, so it looked like she'd really done some work.
Excellent to the whole group. Awesome. Julia, would you like to say anything?
I just want to thank everyone who helped with this, especially Bill and Bo and their whole teams. You know, this started as an idea, but it was really like just such a great team effort, and it warms my heart. You know, a lot of times planning and zoning, we're saying no to people. It was really exciting to get to do a yes and make this happen for the community. So I just want to thank everyone who supported. And, you know, Henry doesn't work here anymore, but he really pushed for this when I had an idea. And, you know, that's the kind of leadership that I love to see. So it was, you know, thank you again to everyone. It was just outstanding.
Excellent. I remember introducing this in a public works meeting and had no idea what a traffic garden was. And you schooled us on that, and I look forward to seeing it. So thank you. Okay. Mr. President, you good?
Well, I'm good. I just can't wait to see you on your bicycle on this thing.
Tricycle.
It's been a long time, man. A long time. Are there any other announcements? Commissioners, any other announcements? Citizens, any other announcements? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move on to Citizens Forum. Citizens, any questions, comments? Citizens Forum. Okay. Seeing none. Mr. President, I move to adjourn the Public Works Committee meeting at 8:09 p.m.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.